Welcome back, ESSLCE 2018 EC candidates. In this video, we are diving straight into Part 2 of the official Miyazya 2017 History Model Examination. We are breaking down the next 20 high-yield questions, from question 21 to 40, using Booklet Code 08. We will cover the exact answers and core historical facts on the Battle of Adwa, the Zemene Mesafint, the Liche Agreement, and more to maximize your score. Let's get right into question 21.
21. The Battle of Mbabo 1882 was fought between Emperor Menelik and Tekel Haymanot, while the Battle of Dogali 1887 was fought between Italian troops and Menelik II's troops, B. Ras Alula and Italian troops, C. Johannes IV's troops and Egyptian troops, D. Ras Mengeshe and Egyptian troops. Correct answer, B. Ras Alula and Italian troops. Explanation. The Battle of Dogali 1887 was fought between Ethiopian forces led by Ras Alula Engede and Italian troops. Ethiopia won the battle, delaying Italy's colonial ambitions. Question 22. Which of the following was the immediate cause of the Battle of Adwa? A. Italy's ambition to colonize Ethiopia. B. Emperor Menelik II abrogated the Treaty of Wuchale. C. Francesco Crispi wanted revenge on Ethiopia. D. Ras Mengeshe and Ras Alula defeated Italian troops at Kodet and Senef. Correct answer, B. Explanation. The Italian version of the Treaty of Wuchale claimed Ethiopia was an Italian protectorate. Menelik II rejected this interpretation and officially cancelled the treaty, leading directly to the Battle of Adwa in 1896. Question 23. The Byzantine Empire developed. A. After the fall of Greece. B. During the rise of Russia. C. After the fall of Rome. D. During the rise of England. Correct answer, C. Explanation. The Byzantine Empire was the continuation of the Eastern Roman Empire after the Western Roman Empire collapsed in AD 476. Question 24.4. All of the following were effects of the Crusades except A. Increased tolerance and respect among religions. B. Europeans were introduced to many Eastern goods. C. The power of European nobles decreased. D. Jerusalem remained under Muslim control. Correct answer, A. Increased tolerance and respect among religions. Explanation. The Crusades actually increased religious hostility between Christians and Muslims rather than tolerance. However, they expanded trade with the East and weakened feudal nobles. Question 25.5. Which event happened immediately after the death of Prophet Muhammad? A. Muslims split into Sunni and Shia. B. The Muslim Empire began to decline. C. Muslims absorbed Greek culture. D. Muslims were defeated by neighboring peoples. Correct answer, A. Muslims split into Sunni and Shia. Explanation. After Prophet Muhammad died in 632 AD, disagreement over who should succeed him eventually led to the Sunni-Shia division. 26. During the Zemene Mesafint, the nominal kings of Gondar were controlled by A. Tigray nobles, B. Gojjam nobles, C. Amhara nobles. D. Yeju Oromo nobles. Correct answer, D. Yeju Oromo nobles. Explanation. During the era of Princes Zemene Mesafint, the Yeju Oromo rulers exercised real political power while the emperors remained figureheads. 27. What was the objective of African resistance during the interwar years 1919 to 1939? A. To gain independence. B. To eliminate colonial rule. C. To win economic and political rights. D. To exploit colonial economies. Correct answer, C. To win economic and political rights. Explanation. Most African nationalist movements during this period focused on demanding civil rights, political representation, and economic opportunities rather than immediate independence. 28. Which factors contributed to the emergence of Akoldi, Benishangul, and Kusha Sheikhdoms along the Ethiopia-Sudan border? A. Internal and external political influence. B. Border trade and Islam. C. Christianity and Islam. D. Lack of minerals and natural resources. Correct answer. B. Border trade and Islam. Explanation. Trade across the Ethiopian-Sudanese border and the spread of Islam encouraged the establishment of these Sheikhdoms. 29. Which early humanist scholar translated the Bible into Greek? A. Erasmus of Rotterdam. B. Martin Luther. C. Thomas More. D. Ignatius Loyola. Correct answer. A. Erasmus of Rotterdam. Explanation. Erasmus published the Greek New Testament, which became one of the most influential works of the Renaissance and the Protestant Reformation. 30. Why was Empress Taytu removed from power in 1910? A. Her political influence declined after Menelik II became ill. B. She secretly invited the Shuan nobility to the throne. C. She agreed with Menelik II's succession plan. D. She ruled together with the old Shuan nobility. Correct answer. A. Her political influence declined after Menelik II became ill. Explanation. As Emperor Menelik II's health deteriorated, political leaders feared Empress Taytu's growing influence and removed her from power. 31. The Egyptian army that occupied Harar in October 1875 was commanded by A. Mohammed Raf Pasha. B. General Loring. C. Mohammed Radab Pasha. D. Werner Munzinger. Correct answer. A. Mohammed Raf Pasha. Explanation. Mohammed Raf Pasha led the Egyptian forces that occupied Harar during Khedive Ismail's expansionist campaign. 32. What was the main cause of the Oromo population movement? A. The order of the goddess system. B. Population pressure and the search for fertile land. C. Pressure from Somalia. D. Expansion of trade activities. Correct answer. B. Population pressure and the search for fertile land. Explanation. The Oromo migration was mainly caused by increasing population and the search for fertile land and better grazing areas. 33. What immediately caused the Christian Highland Kingdom to shift its political center from Shua to the Lake Tana region? A. Pressure from the Oromo migrations. B. Exhaustion of resources in Shua. C. Economic importance of Gondar. D. Continued attacks by the Adil Sultanate. Correct answer. A. Pressure from the Oromo migrations. Explanation. The Oromo migrations placed heavy military pressure on the Christian kingdom, forcing it to move its political center northward. 34. Which statement is wrong about the Gondar period 1636 to 1769? A. Gondar was one of the mobile capitals. B. Gondar became the permanent capital. C. Gondar was founded by Emperor Fasilides in 1636. D. Gondar became the political, economic, and cultural center. Correct answer. A. Gondar was one of the mobile capitals. Explanation. Gondar was Ethiopia's first permanent capital, replacing the earlier tradition of moving royal capitals. 35. Which was not the main reason Britain, France, and Italy supported the coup against Liche Eyasu? A. His close relationship with the Ottoman Empire. B. His friendly relations with Germany. C. His support for Somali nationalist movements. D. His modern reforms. Correct answer. D. His modern reforms. Explanation. The European powers opposed Liche Eyasu mainly because of his foreign alliances during World War I, not because of modernization efforts. 36. Which statement is correct about the Omotic language family? A. Most speakers live outside Ethiopia. B. Most speakers live in northern Ethiopia. C. Speakers are found only in the Omo Valley. D. Shinashe and South Mo belong to the Omotic family and live outside the Omo Valley. Correct answer. D. Shinashe and South Mo belong to the Omotic family and live outside the Omo Valley. Explanation. Most Omotic-speaking peoples live in southwestern Ethiopia, and some Omotic groups such as Shinashe and South Mao are found outside the Omo Valley. 37. Who was the last serious opponent of Ras Teferi's rise to the throne? A. Dijasmak Balka Safo. B. Fitarori Hap Georges. C. Dijasmak Abawaka. D. Ras Guksa. Correct answer. D. Ras Guksa. Explanation. Ras was defeated at the Battle of Antrim in 1930, removing the final major obstacle to Rastafari's coronation as Emperor Haile Selassie I. 38. Why is King Lalibela famous in the history of the Zagra Kingdom? A. Large territorial expansion. B. Construction of the rock-hewn churches. C. Rivalry with neighboring states. D. Control of Red Sea trade. Correct answer. B. Construction of the rock-hewn churches. Explanation. King Lalibela is famous for constructing the remarkable rock-hewn churches at Lalibela, one of Ethiopia's greatest historical and religious achievements. 39. Which event occurred last in chronological order? A. Battle of Meso. B. Battle of Antrim. C. Battle of Segal. D. Battle of Toramesk. Correct answer. C. Battle of Segal. Explanation. According to Ethiopian historical chronology, the Battle of Segal occurred after the other listed battles. 40. The dual rule period in Ethiopian history was characterized by A. The emergence of different political views. B. Empress Taytu being supported by educated elites. C. Rastafari maintaining smooth relations with conservatives. D. Conservatives being supported by European legations. Correct answer. A. The emergence of different political views. Explanation. During the dual rule period 1916 to 1930, reformers supported Rastafari while conservatives supported Empress Taytu, leading to competing political ideologies and struggles for power.
Part 3. Next video.